It is the first edition of the Classic Metal Show for 2019. Kicking off the show tonight, we heard some docking from the Erase the Slate. Let's erase the slate and start again, folks. And this is Neeley rocking with your Classic Metal Show. And we just heard Pantera by Demons Be Driven. And a man who seems to be driven by demons every now and again, my friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
Don't we have 2 more weeks of being off?
Yeah, I think you enjoyed the 2 weeks off too much.
I really didn't miss these fuckers at all. Not even a little fucking bit.
You didn't. I don't believe that.
No, I did. I tried to take a nap today. I had a couple of drinks for lunch. I met a young lady for lunch, we'll say. And I had a couple of drinks, and then it was like 3 o'clock. I was like, fuck, I'm going to take just a little nap, like from 3 till 8. And instead, I could not get to sleep. I slept till like 4:30, and then it was like, all right, fuck, let's get going. You know, let's get the clock fucking moving. It's time to rock.
It's time to come back.
It is. So I am very pumped up. I'm very excited. Did a lot of thinking about the show, and we will talk about that at some point. But yeah, it's time to do it again, my friend.
Wow. Well, you know what tomorrow is?
What is tomorrow? The
23rd.
23rd?
Yep.
23rd birthday. 23rd birthday of the CMS?
Yep. 23 years ago tomorrow I started this show.
Jeez, oh man. Jesus, that's Bob Long is probably almost dead at this point. Because he was like 60 when you started it. How old? I'm not even kidding. How old was Bob when you started the CMS?
You know,
he had to be in his 50s.
I'm guessing he might have been in his early 50s.
Yeah, so now he's like probably in hospice.
Hey, 75 at least.
Yeah. And by the way, I want to do this for whoever was saying this in the chat before we started. I'm fucking with my microphone. They're saying, did you see that post in there?
Yes, I saw that. A New Year's resolution for Chris. Stop fucking with your mic arm.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Here you go. A new one's coming.
That's right. We're gonna fix you up next month.
We're gonna get me all Howard Sterned up. I've been watching a bunch of the Howard Stern videos, and boy, he touches his mic all the time, and there's no noise.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The mic stand, the mic boom that I have here. You know, I bought you that mic 6 years ago, something like that.
When I came back, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, it came as a combo set, and it didn't come with the greatest mic stand. So I'm gonna get you a nice professional one, just like the one I have here in the studio. So you'll be good in about a month.
Yeah, and until then, just fucking suck it up and deal with it, for fuck's sake. What do you want for free? Be happy that I'm not using an over-the-head mic that sounds like I'm recording through a fucking tin can.
Yeah, you need one of those headphone mics.
Yeah. Hey, everybody! Here we are doing the Classic Metal Show!
Yeah, you're doing it like you're on a CB radio.
Breaker 19. I'm looking for the Neely Wheelie there.
Ted Ferguson, buddy.
Hey, Neely, what do you want to talk about? Over.
Yeah, you're lucky you get a professional sounding show.
Yeah, no shit. Be happy, because we could do it Rev style with nothing.
Yeah, you know what's funny though is a lot of people take the show for granted, and they don't realize. And I know we've talked about this on the show a million times. Chris is 400 miles away from me.
Mm-hmm.
You're 400 miles away from me. So, you know, we do a show every Saturday. You know, we do 48 shows a year for the most part.
Yeah.
And we do it almost flawlessly 400 miles apart.
Right. And the thing is, you know what? For the price that you pay, shut up. How about that?
Yeah.
Just shut up.
You know, I listen to Mark Levin, as I've told you before.
Right.
And he does it. He does his show, you know, out of his everybody who does talk radio anymore. They don't go to a radio station and do a show.
Right.
Everybody's based out of their house now.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, you know, and a lot of these big time guys that have a lot of money behind them that are syndicated, they you know, they probably have, you know, $250,000 worth of equipment.
right,
that they work with. And here's the thing. I listen to Mark Levin all the time. Now, his quote-unquote Mr. Producer, he calls his guy Mr. Producer. Now this guy is remote as well. You know, his producer guy runs his show actually from the radio station.
Okay.
While Mark does his show in his house.
And they do what, ISDN?
Well, they do the Zephyr.
Okay, yeah.
They have a Zephyr and, and an ISDN line and, all that kind of stuff, right?
Sure.
So the calls and things are actually generated at the radio station, and he talks to the callers and talks to his producer and stuff over the ISDN line.
Right.
And, his broadcast goes from his house through the ISDN to the radio station, then it gets distributed to all the affiliates.
900 affiliates.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with like Rush Limbaugh or Sean Hannity. They all do their show out of their house.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So just like this. But here's the secret. Okay. I listen to and we take calls just like everybody else. Yeah. And our calls, I would say 99% of the time are pretty clear, except for somebody who might have a shitty cell phone or something. Mm-hmm. I listen to the callers on some of these professional shows.
Yeah.
And the quality is shit.
Yeah, well, the quality of our calls is shit, but at least the sound quality is good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But and here's the thing. Our show is like a low-dough, no-budget show, and in my opinion, I'll put our quality up against any professional show out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I do want to go back. I hope that the listeners right now know that I'm busting balls about their calls. Because I'm going to tell you what, I hate the fucking phones.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a secret. Everybody knows that it drives me crazy when we go to the fucking phones. I'd rather just me and you bullshit than ever go to the phones. That being said, I listened to a good amount of Eddie Trunk live over the break.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably listened. I got Sirius again, like Sirius XM. So I've been listening to Eddie. And his callers are the stupidest motherfuckers in the history of fucking music.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's like these are allegedly fans of this music, and they're like, so do you think Kiss is gonna tour? Or, hey Ed, what happened to Queensryche? Are they still a band? Or dude, the stuff that I heard over the last couple of weeks, I was like, do these people not get Google wherever they are?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's just like, do you not know what the internet is?
Yeah, it's like if I wanted to know, let's say I wanted to know what Kick Tracy is doing, because Lord knows nobody until this minute has thought about Kick Tracy in about 15 years. So if I wanted to know what Kick Tracy was up to, the last thing I'm going to do is wait till 4 o'clock on Monday to try and get through to Ask Eddie Trunk. I'm going to fucking type in Kick Tracy. I'm going to spell it wrong because they spelled it all fucked up on their CDs. And then I'm going to fucking find out that they're not doing anything. Or they're doing something. I don't even know. Somebody look it up if you want to, because I don't. But you know what I mean? I mean, it's like, where are these fucking rubes?
Yeah, well, I agree. And my Sirius XM subscription ran out back in November.
Sure.
I had a free 1 year with my new Camaro. And I didn't renew it because I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I've been listening. I've been trying to listen to a little bit of Stern. I renewed it, or I signed up again because it was $5 a month. So I was like, for $5 a month, I mean, what is that? That's nothing. I can certainly handle that. But the thing is that I can't handle the stupidity. If Eddie's people all of a sudden abandon and come to this show, I'm quitting. I'm absolutely not going to. I will quit the show. If we start getting Eddie Trunk type calls, I will quit this show if you keep taking calls. And that's the truth. And I'm not even kidding. It's not a joke. If we get just a barrage of calls that are like, so is Pantera on tour this year? What's Dimebag up to? If we get that call, I'm going to be like, I can't do this.
Well, this is the reason why Eddie has the quote unquote the cred that he has. because these idiots call, and then he's able to answer it like you and I could answer the same question and go, man, that guy knows a lot about music.
Except he doesn't know shit. Dude, let me tell you. There's one, and if you want to, during one of the breaks, you can look it up and find it, and we can go through it.
Okay.
Because it's clearly him just being a fucking clueless boob. A caller called in and said, hey, I heard that there's a Black Sabbath recording of one of the albums with Ray Gillen on vocals that was never released. And Eddie goes, I never heard of that before. I don't think it's true. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not true.
Well, we have
Meanwhile, it was professionally released. It wasn't unreleased.
Yeah, we've played it on the show here.
Yeah, it's the reissue of Seventh Star or Eternal Idol, one of those two records.
I think it's Seventh Star.
One of those has the actual album with Ray doing the vocals. The other has a concert of Ray doing the vocals. But it was like, he's the guy. He's allegedly the fucking smart guy in the business, and he doesn't know that. He doesn't know what a major record company issued. That's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dummy.
Well, it's the same way with the caller. You turned me on to the one where the caller asked about the third damn Yankees record.
Oh yeah. And Ed was like, "Oh, that I don't know anything about that."
No, he says I got it from an inside source.
Yeah.
That doesn't want to be named.
Yeah. Did you?
That there is indeed a finished damn Yankees record, a third, that did not get released. But that's just rumor. But I have it on good authority that exists.
Good authority. Then I gave him better authority when I tweeted at him my interview with Jack Blades from 3 years earlier that talked about the 5 songs that are already out there.
It's too funny.
Fucking Ed. I don't have a problem with them. And I know it sounds like I do because I'm just ranting and raving, but I enjoy his podcast. I say it all the time, and I'll be honest, I enjoy listening to Trunk Nation because in between, like, for every 10 fucking idiots that call up, there's one guy that actually has a real question. And then there's 9 other guys that are like, dude, how come Ace isn't back with Kiss? What the fuck, Ed? It's like, oh, Jesus God. You can't fault Ed for being stupid when he lives in a fucking Down syndrome home.
Right.
Jesus Christ. His audience is really stupid.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, when I did have XM, my nephew would text me on Monday usually. He said, did you just hear what Ed said? My nephew, he's 35. Right. And he's a fan of this show, and he's a fan of the style of music and things, and
sure,
he knows a lot of stuff too, and he goes, did you just hear, It's just so funny.
Ed does, and everything with his show, and that's the one thing that's disappointing listening to it, is he has the one show that could really do some good for a lot of bands, that are not necessarily Black Sabbath or Kiss or Motley Crue. He could really mix in, the bands that people haven't heard before that are sounding of the same type of quality.
Mm-hmm.
And he absolutely does not fucking do it.
Right.
And it's like, dude, he's got the open door to do it. And people are obviously, if he can have a 5-day-a-week talk show talking about this fucking style of music, then there's people that are hungry for it.
True.
So mix in when you're in between sucking the dick of fucking how you got Doc and Back Together and Twisted Sister. How about you play some, I don't know, Murder of My Sweet or Benedictum or whatever the fuck you also have in that pile that you're just throwing in the corner and sticking in the Stump the Trunk box.
Right.
Fucking jizzball.
Too nice. Well, professional radio, that's, professional media, which is the reason why, people have exited listening to the mainstream stuff and are seeking out the true fans who want some original new content.
Exactly.
We'll search guys like us out.
Yeah, and they're finding us, but in droves. Let's hope we can stay on YouTube.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it.
Well, we're slowly but surely getting our audience back up up to where, it's just a start, but we're slowly but surely getting more and more comments and traction and whatever on Reddit.
That's good.
Which I keep telling people, stop with the Facebook and go over to Reddit. Just go to our Reddit page. You can get to it from theclassicmetalshow.com. Go there, because eventually Facebook's going to shut us down. We're going to say the wrong word or not comply with the right they of transgender or whatever, and then they're going to be like, get out of here, you're banned.
Yeah. And Facebook is facing a lot of issues right now.
Yeah, they are. Facebook and the traffic is way down on Facebook.
Well, that's because they're breaching everybody's trust, which I never trusted them from day one, which is why I never had a Facebook. But it's all coming to light.
Yeah. Well, I noticed I had a lot of people, and I'm gonna make this statement now so that people know I took Messenger off of my phone because I'm not going to answer your fucking questions anymore at 3:00 in the morning. Every one of you goddamn fans, and I love y'all and blah, 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 all the ass kissing I'm supposed to do. But when you guys fucking hit me up, and there's two things that are just driving me crazy. One, the stupid question. Three things. One is the stupid question. Number two is the porn that just absolutely is so sickening that I can't even handle it. Fucking pussy lips covered with cum that are fucking flapping to a song or some shit. It's just fucking horrendous. And I roll over and my phone goes bloop, and I look at it and I'm like, what the? I'm waking up for this goo? Ugh. It's like that stuff is horrible. And the third thing is, are we live? I get 10 messages a week at 10 minutes to 9 saying, are we live? You know what? Fucking listen for yourself. I'm never going to answer. I'm never, ever, ever going to answer. Listen or don't. Can you tell I'm a little fiery today?
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's you're a victim of your own, what do you want to call, interest, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I really am. The fact that I've admitted way too much about my sick, perverted mind on this show, and people think, and that's fine. But I mean, think about it. We've all done fucked up things, and we've all viewed, most of us have, and certainly people that are in this chat room as well, have viewed really fucked up things. We've all done weirdo shit in bed with chicks or dudes or whatever the fuck you do. That being said, it's not the kind of thing that you just casually share with somebody that you really don't know.
Well, they all know you, Chris, because they hear your voice come across their speaker.
Oh, it's like, okay, I get it. We've messaged once or twice already. Doesn't mean that I want to see fucking a gangbang with 3 pigs and 3 real pigs. That it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. I mean, stop it, please.
Well, Chris is my friend. I hear him every Saturday. He's my friend.
Yeah. And I'm going to answer Ben Benjamin directly in the thing. Didn't Chris screw a ham? Yes, he did. When he was 13 years old, as I said on the show. And it was when I was 13 years old. I'm 50, goddammit. It was 37 years ago. I've also banged a bunch of other people since then. So for God's sakes.
Too funny.
It's that ham thing's never going away.
Well, you know what's the thing that never goes away? The ham thing for you, the Christmas presents in the closet for me.
Oh, yeah, the Christmas presents in the closet. Did you get any Christmas presents that ended up in the closet?
No, I did not. I think I have done a very good job in staving off anybody from giving me things.
Yeah, well, I saw that you had presents that you actually opened this year.
Yeah, I did. I got a very, very, very generous gift from my good friend Don. He provided the Classic Metal Show studio with two record awards. I got a platinum record for Back for the Attack, and I got a gold record for Dysfunctional.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yep. And they're proudly hung on the CMS studio wall here.
Now, give the real story. When you were at Don's at Thanksgiving,
yes,
did you give him that subtle, man, that would look good in my studio?
No, it was actually his suggestion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
looking at it was like, here, which one of these shitty things do you
No. This is literally how it came to be. I was at Don's for Thanksgiving, and he was showing me around the house and this and that. And I have a few pictures of my studio and things on my phone, and we were talking. I can't remember, and I said, here's a few shots of the studio and things, and I got some Dokken memorabilia on the wall along with a bunch of other stuff on the wall here. And he goes, a couple of platinum records would probably look really good on that wall.
Nice.
And I said, yeah. I said, if I could figure out how to get one, I'll do that. Well,
hint, nudge, nudge.
Well, I know there's a way. There's a way, obviously, that platinum record awards can be replicated.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And and they can be. So what he did is he ordered them up from the place that makes them.
Nice, very cool.
And the plaques on the actual records have my name on them.
Look at you, just a fucking member of the band.
Yeah. So they arrived here on Christmas Eve, and he was texting me. He says, I hope they arrive on time. I think they will. And sure as shit, FedEx rolled up with them at the door on Christmas Eve.
So are you now officially the fifth member of the band?
Yeah, the Peter Best of Dokken.
Do we call you Fingers Neeley now?
Yeah, seriously.
Call you Toes, since there's already been a Fingers?
Yeah, that's it.
You've got your toe in the Dokken pie, so to speak.
Right, exactly. No, so yeah, he did me a solid and sent me a really nice Christmas birthday present.
Yeah, that's real nice, man. Very cool.
So so if you haven't seen them yet, Chris had posted them over there at Gab.
Yeah, Gab and Reddit.
So I sent several photos of theirs, so you can check it out for yourself.
Yeah, go take a look.
Yeah, so it was very cool. It was a very cool surprise. He indicated he was going to send me a platinum, right? That's all I was expecting is just the platinum. And he goes, yeah, I sent you two of your favorite. I was just like, two? It's like, wow. So then before I knew it, there it was, the dysfunctional gold.
So you didn't say, geez, only two?
Yeah, that's what an ungrateful bitch would do.
Dude, I also like Tooth and Nail. Dude, what about Under Lock and Key? That was pretty damn good, too.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What? Only those two? I know there's more.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I saw a bunch more on your wall. What the fuck, Don? Fucking cheapskate.
Yeah. Again, that's what an ungrateful bitch would say.
Yeah, I know.
But no, I was very, very pleased, very proud of it, very thankful, and it was very cool. So, thanks for all the good wishes from everybody who hit me up or at least left messages on the Facebook, all the birthday messages and things.
And I'd just like to tell the fans that I forwarded not a single one of them. Everybody that sent a private message, I did not forward a single one to Neeley. And I'm not even kidding. Neeley, did I?
I didn't get any messages from anybody.
I did not forward a single one. I did tell some of you, do it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I kept getting messages. Happy birthday, Neeley. Answer, send it on Twitter.
I am not on Facebook, kids. Not on Facebook, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, periodically I see some stuff. I don't look at Facebook every day. I might check it out once a week at the most.
Right.
And that's it. And if it's something that got put up there, say, a week ago Monday, probably didn't see it.
Yeah. and if you put it in any kind of thing that is not public, you definitely didn't see it.
Right.
Because I didn't send you dick.
No.
Not a single one of those things.
No.
I just assume you know. The fan said happy birthday.
Hey, well, I appreciate it. It.
And that way, if they don't do it, then you can still just assume that they did.
Yeah, I didn't. I had a good birthday as far as I'm concerned. It was nothing but peace and quiet.
Sure. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So I didn't go visit family.
No, that's good.
I did not hang out with anybody. I did not. Well, I can't say I didn't hang out because I'm going to get to where I actually did go.
Okay.
So I didn't venture out, didn't party, didn't do anything. I stayed here at home. I just enjoyed the quiet. I enjoyed the Netflix, watched a lot of documentaries.
Sure.
Just spent some me time.
Sure. Well, that's cool.
Just recharging the batteries. And so my nephew had invited me to go to my older nephew's house over in Fort Wayne, which was a couple of hours drive.
Sure.
For Christmas, I go, so what's going on over there? Well, he's having his in-laws over and the kids and this and that, and you're welcome to go. And I'm just like, you know what? I think I'll pass. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not driving 2 hours and then driving 2 hours back, and it was a nice gesture.
Yeah. But fuck you, pal.
Yeah, pretty much. So then Sal, our good buddy Sal.
Yeah.
Who I missed out meeting back in May when we were doing the Melodic Rock Fest.
Sure.
I did not get to meet him. He stopped into the Melodic Rock Fest. You met him, took pictures and stuff, and then he went about his business.
Right, sure.
So he hits me up, again, in Sal fashion. Sal doesn't write emails. He sends an email, but he puts everything in the subject line.
Yeah, it's a subject line email.
So it's me and my father, dinner, Smith and Walensky's, Christmas, your birthday.
Question mark?
That's what it said in the subject line. Then the second email comes in the subject line. I'm inviting you, pal.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? I think it was a really nice day. It was really warm for Christmas in middle of December. It was a really mild day, no snow, sunny, nice weather, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I hate downtown Chicago, hate it with a passion.
Sure.
But I figure it's Christmas Day. There should be very little traffic. The weather's nice. I'm gonna make the trip.
Did you send him an email back that subject line, okay, sounds good?
So I just said, I just used the Google auto reply. Sounds good.
Right, exactly. Click out. You're getting like me to where you don't even want to have that second, that you don't want to even spend the time to type 8 words or whatever.
Right. So I headed out. And it literally took me an hour and 5 minutes to get down there, which on normal occasions it usually takes 90 minutes to 2 hours under normal traffic conditions.
I guess that's not bad.
Yeah, so I breezed down there, nobody on the road, just like I expected.
Right.
So no problem. Went down there. This place is, I know you don't know Chicago, but if you know any of the landmarks in Chicago or just some of the more popular landmarks, this place is at the Marina Towers. They call them the Corn Cob Towers.
Sure, yeah.
And the band Chicago made a record album, a cover out of them, putting their Chicago logo on top of it. It looks kind of cool. But anyway, regardless of that.
Sure.
So I went to this place. This is where the House of Blues is in downtown, too.
Right.
The House of Blues is actually situated between these Marina Towers.
Right. Well, that's
cool. So this restaurant is located right there at the Marina Towers, right next to the House of Blues.
Right.
Went into the place. You wouldn't believe, Christmas night, the place is packed.
I believe it.
Packed.
Bunch of lonely fucking saps that don't have families and stuff.
No, I think people just forgone, making the Christmas dinner, and that was their Christmas dinner going down there.
House. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's what I always think of, the Christmas prime rib.
Well, I go down there, and I got there a few minutes early, so I went up to the bar and ordered a drink, and I was just kind of hanging there for I was there maybe 5-8 minutes at the most, and somebody comes up and raps me on the shoulder.
Hey, buddy!
And
chill!
There's Sal. There's Sal and his dad.
Hey, pal.
So I bought them both a drink, and we're just kind of hanging out there, just shooting the shit and kind of getting to know each other a little bit.
Sure.
And, Sal had made a reservation. We got there like at, I don't know, it was like 5:15, and their reservation was like 6. So we had like about 45 minutes to hang.
Sure.
And that's what we did. We kind of stood there shooting the shit. Now, his dad, he's kind of a hardcore, conservative hardcore guy. He don't like the shit that's going on with the Democrats. And
you must have been very comfortable at that table.
Oh yeah. He's old school guy,
right?
So of course Sal and I and his dad had a lot to talk about.
Right.
Loves the Trump,
of course.
And
did you to lower your voices when the black waiter came?
Well, that's kind of funny because I did notice a couple of people look over when we mentioned Trump a couple of times.
Well, that's because Sal was standing on top of the tables, fucking partying. Yeah! Orange Mania, Trump, baby! Yeah!
Oh, you libs in this restaurant, I know 99% of you are. You can suck it.
Yeah, I'm supporting Trump, you fucks. You have to eat dinner with me, a Trump supporter.
Yeah, down in liberal Chicago.
Yeah, you were like, Rahm Emanuel's a cunt. Go Trump. Yeah. Now pass me the A1.
So we had a couple of drinks at the bar, and finally our table was ready, and they took us down in the basement of this place. It was two level place.
Yeah, they heard you talking about Trump and moved you right to getting you out of the way.
Exactly.
Basement.
Exactly. We got to get these guys out of the mainstream. They're going to chase away our good customers.
The bartender gave him the signal. Your reservation outside is ready, sir.
Sorry, you're going to have to eat by the river.
Sir, we've got a great seat for you out in the parking garage.
Exactly. I hope the carbon monoxide doesn't get to you.
Right. Think of it as seasoning.
So we got our table, and this nice enough guy, swishy waiter, though.
Okay.
Always in the higher end restaurants, they got the swishy waiter guys.
Hi, my name is Laquan. Yeah. How can I help you?
Exactly. What it reminded me of, it was like Ferris Bueller's Day Off when they went to that expensive restaurant and ate pancreas.
Right.
You're the sausage king of Chicago.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so nice guy, very swishy though.
Do you want your steak in or out of the tube, honey?
Yeah, exactly. So the guy came, took our order, brought us a couple of drinks. Yeah. It took almost an hour to get our order.
Oh, you should have walked in there and talked about how much you liked Hillary. It would have taken you like 15 minutes.
Well, by this time, Sal's dad was getting pretty edgy.
Sauced or edgy?
Edgy. Just because of, it's like, it's been 45 minutes. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what the fuck is this place?
So the waiter come over, and so Sal's dad, he's just trying to bite his lip there, but he just couldn't hold back anymore. And he goes, it's been 45 minutes since we ordered. What the fuck is going on? I want to talk to the manager.
Did he bang on the table?
No, he didn't bang on the table, but you could tell he wasn't happy.
How old's his dad, in his 70s?
I'm going to guess, yeah.
I love that.
And so the waiter was just like, well, he's right around the corner. I'll go get him.
Yeah.
So almost 10 minutes goes by, and the waiter comes back, and he goes, I thought you were going to get your manager. And he goes, well, he's in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen hiding, I can tell you that.
He's in the kitchen.
He's in the kitchen hiding. That's what he said. He goes,
I'll go and get him if you really need him.
Exactly. So, so Sal says, we've been waiting a long time. I think you should comp us some drinks here.
Yeah.
So the guy did. He comped us some drinks.
Here's a caramel teeny.
No, that'd be apple teeny.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Here's an apple teeny, sweetheart.
Exactly. So within, I don't know, three minutes of that, finally,
Yeah.
The entrees came out.
Oh, you didn't even get the entrees for an hour?
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about the meal.
No, I'm talking. That is the meal, the entrees.
I'm thinking appetizers.
Not appetite. No, the meal.
I got lost. I thought you were saying like you ordered appetizers.
No.
Didn't get that for an hour. I was like, what the fuck?
No, they finally came out.
Okay.
And you could tell Sal's dad, he must have been on low blood sugar or something, because he dove right in, man. But, meeting Sal and his dad and having dinner, we had some good laughs, and it was a good time, and Sal picked up the tab and the whole deal, so it was a good Christmas for me, Christmas birthday. So thank you, Sal.
Yeah.
Way
to go, Sal.
It was good. So
I can't wait to see his email that he's typing right now. Subject line, thanks, Neeley. I'm glad you came out. It was really fun.
So Sal's like, well, where did you park? I said, well, I parked up here in the towers. He goes, oh, I got to see that Camaro.
Ooh. So
he came over and kind of checked it out real quick. And he goes, I got to go. I got to keep an eye on my dad.
Right.
So, Sal had me down for Christmas dinner. And it was good. It was nice.
Well, that's cool. That's very cool, man.
So aside from the receiving the records and Sal taking me out to dinner with he and his dad, it was a good birthday Christmas for me.
Sure. Well, that sounds good.
It was. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, and happy New Year to the both of you.
Well, thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
So, I'm just calling in very briefly.
All right. Well, thanks so much for that, Tim. We'll talk to you soon.
So, I've got two questions.
Two questions.
Okay, firstly, Chris,
let's make sure they're not any trunk-style questions.
Get to it.
So, firstly, Chris,
Yes.
When does your audio book come out on iTunes for Judas Priest?
It is out.
And
It's
it
out.
is. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's in the Australian store. I haven't checked in the last day or so. But
it just came out though, Tim. It came out on the 2nd. It came out on the 2nd on iTunes.
All right. Cool. Thank you for answering that. Awesome. I'll go and get it straight away.
Thank you.
Second of all, what is your guys' opinion on this whole Motley Crue thing and the Super Bowl
Tim,
thing?
thanks so much for calling. It's been great to talk to you. Opinion of that they're recording some songs?
Well,
no, but
there's rumor that they're going to reunite in for this year or possibly next year. So
it's not going to happen. Everybody's reading that whole fucking thing wrong. It's not happening. They're going to play a show or two, of course, to promote the Dirt, which comes out in March. They put out the tweet that has the date of the Super Bowl, which means that they're going to have a Super Bowl commercial for the Dirt. That's what's going to happen.
Is that what you guys think?
No, that's not what we think.
Right.
I'm just talking.
All right. Well, hail and kill. Just wanted your guys' opinion. And
All right,
talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Toodaloo.
What the fuck? I just said it. Oh, is that what you think? No, it's not what I think. What the fuck? Right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Too funny.
Yeah.
Well, then fast forward to New Year's.
Okay.
I had 4 days off there, and New Year's Eve. I apologize to anybody who's listening who had ordered CMS shirts earlier in the month. Everybody should have their shirts by now.
Wait a minute. We have a motto on this show. We don't apologize.
Well, I apologize because I was remiss in getting my orders out.
Yeah. How about we do it this way? Fuck you, you got your shirts.
So my email was not working for a while, and I missed some orders, so I got everybody's orders out on New Year's Eve.
You better fire that IT guy and get a better company to help
exactly.
you.
So, so everybody, as of today, I believe, should have their shirts.
And I did see them popping up on social media. People saying, "Look what I got in the mail, dude."
All right.
people did get them.
Okay, cool. So so I was out and about on New Year's Eve, and there's a local joint here, it's a steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like early in the afternoon on New Year's Eve. It was like 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I'm not going out tonight, but since I'm out and about, I'm going to go have that prime rib.
All right.
And so I went down to this place and sat up at the bar and had some wine and had a prime rib, and it was real good.
That's cool.
And then I came home, and then I watched Netflix. That was my whole New Year's Eve. Hooray!
Did you see the ball drop or any of that?
No,
kind of bullshit?
I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, me either.
None of that.
I didn't see it drop, but I was out and I got really high, and then I came home and then I just watched Netflix till like 2 a.m. That was my New Year's Eve. I smoked. I was over. I'll say at a friend's house because I don't want to sell out where, because I was doing illegal things, but they had a friend that came over that had 3 different types of weed in those vape pens.
Okay.
And boy, did I take advantage of that fucking full bore. I was like, well, let me try this one. Ooh, let me try that one. And then by an hour later, I was like, ooh, let me try this one. This one looks good again.
Were you like Bugs Bunny in that Mad Scientist? Come back here, you little rabbit.
Exactly. Drove home 6 miles an hour.
Quit it, you're speeding, man.
Took me 3.5 hours to drive 22 miles. No, it's too funny. But but yeah, that was my New Year's Eve.